Indiana. Gary. There's a white man in Indiana that interviewed me. He said, Dr. Sebi, you know, I have to agree with you with this thing about electricity. You know, I was running in the field and I was naked. And lightning hit me, knocked me out. What did you feel, man? For about 5 years, I had nothing but energy. In fact, I'm running naked again to lightning to hit me again. He did. This fuck.
Dr. Sebi, folks, is in the house.
The lightning that God made doesn't kill me.
Yep. The doctor's in the house. Somebody is texting. He is a wise man. Where can I purchase Dr. Sebi's products? Love to meet him. Peace to you. Welcome tomorrow at BFM, beginning at 1 o'clock.
Jamal.
Go and see Jamal at New Life.
Jamal.
Right? Jamal at East Street Plaza, north of Little General. You heard me? East Street Plaza, north of Little General. That's New Life. Folks, we're out of time, but God bless you. Dr. Sebi, hey, such a joy to have you, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for inviting me back, my brother.
My pleasure.
I've been working along with Jamal and his team now for about almost a year. And working them from the media perspective, not his assistant, but from a business perspective. And I will be honest, at first I was a little skeptical on everything that was being said, to say how powerful these herbs are. But after interviewing a lot of the patients, their clients, and seeing them come to tears and just talk about how their diseases are being reversed, it was mind-boggling. I'm traveling on the road with them to some of the family islands again, and just meeting individuals and a warm welcome, individuals who have been impotent. What's most touching recently was a young lady that who was already prepped for taking for going on the dialysis machine, which of course they put the tubes in them and so forth. And after she explained the story, what it transpired over the last few weeks and going on to the taking the CMOS for about only 2 weeks. I went back for a final exam before she actually started going on dialysis, and the doctor told she didn't need it anymore. It was like, wow. Going on the road again and just interviewing individuals from police officers to nurses, and the list goes on and on. Any one of us today could be plagued with sickness, and to find that it's just simple as just changing your diet. A lot of folks even on the road would approach me and say, well, like, hey, you're working along with so forth, and said yes. And I can proud to say that these products are working. I'm using the products myself. Again, the CMOS definitely, it's when you think about just investing a few dollars for your health versus going on, chemo or having to take an operation that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you can just, whatever the case is, whatever situation a doctor can tell you that you may seem gloomed about, it's just a matter of just changing your diet. And so working along with them from the website, flyers, and just being on the road with them, definitely I would say that this is 100% real. There's no smoke involved, no little gimmick, no extra something between the table, nothing, you know what I'm saying? So your health is your wealth, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense you investing in getting a home or a car or sending your kids off to school and you're not going to be around to enjoy those things. And so I just would encourage each and every one of us. It's not the easiest thing to do to change our diet, but one step at a time, you know what I'm saying? And so again, I personally know individuals from diabetes, again, and just recently heard someone in the country just got reversed from HIV, you know what I'm saying? So definitely this is the real, what's going to help you, it's not, your body's not going to repent for you. We got to change our diet, and that's just the fact. We perish because of lack of knowledge. So you guys are in the right room. I want you to give yourself a round of applause for investing into your life. Thank you guys very much. Be blessed.
This is a 79-year-old young man, Dr. Sebi. We're also happy this evening to welcome Mr. Jamal Munker, who is the president of New Life.
Good evening. I don't know how to express my thanks to you and my gratitude. Before I begin, I have to thank Jamal, which all you all know the name, Jamal.
The Bahamas already designated an island for us to work on, Cat Island. And Cat Island has a what? It has a natural spring. It has a spring, a lake, a natural lake. And we're going to specialize in endocrinology and autoimmune deficiency. That is what we're going to construct in the Bahamas.
Yeah, boys. The Bahamas. All right. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Jeff Lloyd on Star 106.5. Dr. Sebi is a world-renowned herbalist. He has proven the world wrong in a Supreme Court action in the state of New York. Proven the world wrong. When they took him to court, claiming that he was a fraud. Wow. By himself, all alone. There's a man.
He came here.
Left?
Yeah.
I was Trump?
No. Paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
But the thing is, the doctors in the Bahamas, listen to what the doctors are doing. Tell them. Aquí viéndolo. Tell him what the doctors are doing in the Bahamas. The doctors are in the and the hospital, everybody.
Oh man, they don't want to taste the herbs. I should give Son some herbs.
I'm down with the bush. Get the bush. Get the bush.
You want some herbs? Okay, we'll save the chelation for last. Oh, we gotta get the limes out. Oh, we're gonna do a live herbal demonstration. We're gonna watch his face. You see, Simon deals with this. He's from Yard.
The Caramanti enough is terrible. it's like Buckley's, bro. So we go get ready for the herbs. The herbs are good for you to get rid of all the parasites and all that. These guys are about to show you some stuff. Polite be doing this thing. I'm happy for them. I'm glad they came back from the Bahamas. How you doing, Bahamas? All the Bahamian people out there. How you doing? I soon come. You have a nice island.
King Simon, that's why we need him. Okay. Yeah, I just want you to mix it up. Oh, show them you putting some in here. So what we're going to deal with, we're going to get the sea moss with bladderwracks in it. Right? Bladderwracks. There we go. Sea moss with bladderwracks. Oh. We're going to go in. Bladderwracks. Yeah, they raised Sebi. I mean, Sebi raised him from young. This is the brother Jamal that's out there, New Covenant member. So he actually makes the herbs. Sebi trained him at the New Life restaurant in the Bahamas. They go in hard, trained by Dr. Sebi. But these are rare and exotic herbs that don't exist in America, that America works very hard to not get into this side of the world. So sometimes you just got to travel out there. So if you got a passport and you can get out, go. If you know somebody who got it and can get out, tell them, go pick up the real type of, what they call it, souvenirs when you go travel. These are the souvenirs you need to pick. It's about 7 of them all together, and I call it 7 seal. Okay, the kalawala now, this herb right here, kalawala, this is one of the #1 things you can use for the memory, aside from also the Nigerian herb embark. Now these are my secrets, embark and kawalala, right? The kalawala and embark is off the chain. Kalawala is the herb that diffuses rheumatism, any type of inflammation, redness, swellness in the body. But it also helps people out who have Alzheimer's, suffering from dementia, what they call ADHD. I say that because there's no real way to diagnose that. It's just something they call ADHD, right? But it's not really real. It's psychology, people be playing games. But anyway, there are issues that create forms of psychosis or compromising of the mental faculty, but they give it names, and then these names are not really, they can't diagnose ADHD. It's just a fact. There is no sign of symptoms that you can calculate or surmise that this is ADHD. You just have to accept that that's what they're saying it is. And that goes for a lot of diseases that pertain to the mind. But as far as ADHD is concerned on a technical aspect, so people know what I'm talking about, or dementia, Alzheimer's, any of that, what this does is reinforce the corpus callosum, the growth of the corpus callosum, which is holding the two left and the right cerebral hemispheres together. The left cerebral hemisphere deals with math, science, language, and reading. The right cerebral hemisphere deals with emotion, music, art, and love, faculties of expression. right? And the corpus callosum helps keep the brain tied. What the Kalawala does is it causes the neurons to connect with each other upon knowledge in efficient manner, very quicker, and it causes it to be done even when you're sleeping. What does this mean? When a person is learning, every time you learn an idea, right, and you're able to make a connection with that idea from the left side of the brain, math, science, language, and reading, with the right side of the brain, like emotion, music, or art. Let's say you learn how to read music, right? Music is on the right, but you're actually learning how to read notes and half notes and everything. That part is on the left side of your brain. What happens is neurons will connect with each other and create what's called a dendrite. The dendrites sew the brain together. Okay? So, geniuses are what's called whole brain thinkers. Geniuses are able to think with the left side of the brain and the right side of the brain. So the science is, what if we can find something to create not only a dendrite, but a strong enough dendrite that will tie both sides of the brain together? Then this will create, this will make one more impelled to be able to assimilate data in real time. It's amazing. So I OD on this. If we were in a intellect Olympics, this probably would be a sports enhancement drug that would be taken off. You see what I'm saying? It probably would be a performance enhancement drug, and they'd probably say, you can't use this in order to be in the Smart Olympics, right? So this is one of the biggest secrets right here. Kalawala. This is for memory, all right? So it helps build brain cells with the corpus callosum, and not only does it help build brain cells with the corpus callosum, it also builds brain cells in the frontal cortex, which is just above the eyes, which is what they call the human brain. And then it helps neurons connect with other neurons from the other sphere in real time, and it helps create a strong enough sewing between one neuron and the next neuron, which is called the dendrite. Dendrites connect one neuron with the next neuron. All right?
Can children take this? Can children take this?
Of course, I give it. That's how my daughter starts speaking on 4 languages as at 4 years old. You know that. You've been around. So, I've been feeding her this. All brain food. Avocado early in the morning. Haitian mango in the evening. Kalawala throughout the day. With whatever she's eating, she has either sea moss with bladderwracks or Kalawala, so her memory could be sharp. So I could just feed her ideas quick. So it's great for adults if they losing their memory. I was about to say losing their mind. If they losing their memory or they seem that they're a bit forgetful, because that happens with younger people. All of us are built with our strengths and weaknesses, but the herbs are on the land to put everybody to the same level. You feel me? So no one is just gifted and another person can't be gifted. All of us are born different ways. Oh yeah, give it to them. Go ahead.
All right. It's Kalawala. Kalawala. I'm gonna spell it out for you now, brother. Kalawala. Kalawala. It's like
almost like Kawabunga.
Kalabunga.
That's how I remember it.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Kalawala. So you want that Kalawala, right? Because the Kalawala. Now you gotta keep in mind the dragon blood or the Segre de Grado, and the Kalawala are 2 main things you need to keep in your mind, mixed with sea moss made with bladderwracks. Those are powerful things. Now, we may not finish this all, but when we do the health conference, I'm going to bring a bunch of herbs, also for sale, but I'm going to bring the herbs they don't have in the country, and I will be willing to even show you how to mix it in what proportion for what purpose, because I guarantee you, like I said, any cut, this is going to stop the bleeding on sight. You feel me? Any fungus is going to get rid of it on contact. Facts. Kalawala, you take this Kalawala. The brothers that I give the Kalawala, we have what's called the ST tonic, gets rid of the metals in the body. But the brothers that I gave the memory tonic to, anybody that's ever taken my memory tonic will tell you in a heartbeat, yo, I couldn't stop reading all night and I was actually interested. Yo, I did 200 pages. So I'm not lying. These herbs are what their medicines are made up with in small amounts.
You said it removes metals?
Yeah, it also removes metals from the body.
There's people that travels the MTA in New York or the MARTA, and the metal, of course, the metallic dust is always in the air. You might need to take that to help remove the metals in your body. People are suffering from all kinds of diseases due to that.
What we'll do also, we have what's called the chelation. And I'm going to do this in short so we can keep moving. The chelation causes the body, the cells, to go through their defecation. The way you go to the bathroom and excrete, get rid of waste, fecal matter, the cells have to get rid of their own form of fecal matter as well. They have to release garbage as well.
That's a body in itself.
It's a body in itself. I mean, they take any one of your cells, they can remake you. Right? So, right here, because the DNA, the information's in there. So, you want the cells to chelate. Right? So this is a fancy word for cell defecation. You want the cells to get rid of their waste as well. Yeah, so cell, if you want to perform at maximum forms, I take this with the Kalawala. You feel me? Because I want the cells to respond and be as efficient as possible. Well, let's see. I had the thing that I give my daughter, right? But I'll tell you this. Tablespoon, 2 tablespoons a day would suffice. I give one of my daughters, my oldest daughter, one a little bit, about a half ounce, once in a month, and then everything after that is a tablespoon in the morning, a tablespoon in the night.
Just an ounce. So you're saying an ounce.
A half of that. So, yeah. So I give my daughter a half of this, my oldest one. In the day, in the first part of the month, need to be disinfected before you come in the house.
So what's up with the male thunderstrike? The brothers are waiting on it.
The male thunderstrike.
The brothers are waiting on the male thunderstrike.
I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you about the male thunderstrike. I try to keep this a children's show, but Sa Netta, the king of black power.
Brother, come on, there's brothers out there that want to know what's going on.
I want to make children. I want to make children.
All right.
To make children, but they want to keep the wife happy.
Man, this is dangerous.
You gotta keep that wife happy too. You gotta be happy.
Wifey gotta be happy. Yeah.
Just that now. I gotta keep it going.
He's consummating his marriage several times. So, with the male thunderstrike, what this gets rid of first and foremost is what's called advanced glycation end. AGE, age. It gets rid of what's called advanced glycation end. What happens is sugar causes you to get older, especially when it's refined, or when you're drinking foods or juices that's made from concentrate, or foods that have aluminum foiling, or drinks that have aluminum around the walls of the bottle that you're drinking from. So, advanced glycation end is when sugar causes you to age quicker, it creates wrinkles in you, and it actually causes you to have intervals or spurts of energy, and then you fall off, you die out. Then you have energy again, then you die out. And now what sugar also does, sugar is destroying, you get the door for me? Sugar is destroying male potency. Yeah, you have to shake it up. Sugar is destroying male potency. Now, what I'm going to tell you is this. If you were to take, I would say this. If you were to take 2 tablespoons, I'm going to show you what I take. Hold on. Hold this real quick. I'm going to show you. I'm going to try to find what I take.
Get my black measuring figures in, boy. It's the move.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you.
I have a plastic joint here. I don't know where they put my plastic cups. I got a special cup that I drink it from.
See, this is what I'm talking about. The brothers that's out there, we got something for you too. You want to keep the wifey happy? You want to keep a smile on her face? Come on, man, brother polite.
Keep it up like Dr. Sabian, 80-something years old.
Can I get a half a bottle to take back with me when I leave, bro? Half? Yeah.
That nigga tried to.
Asking for an ounce. That's all I need.
I know this costs a lot of money.
Hell yeah.
Thunderstrike. Can I take back a half a bottle?
It's better than grown roots.
Yo, I'm gonna wash this out. Polite.
Roots tonic.
I'm gonna wash this out right here.
Yeah, you can take that. Go ahead.
I want you to make
so
sure.
long as you're gonna use it. You got
now,
it.
how do we use that? The male thunderstrike.
All right. Well, I'll tell you.
Brothers out there, we got something for you.
Well, I tell you this. I normally start my month off. I start my month off with a cup of it every month. When the month first begins, I drink this much most of my herbs.
Looking for bottles, yeah.
Yo, I'm polygynous, man. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga can't turn around and be calling 5 wives out.
This is bullcrap. Somebody gave me this. I'm doing this.
You're a funny dude. So
Go in.
Simon got me laughing like a motherfucker, boy. Yo, y'all guys are funny as hell, boy. But yeah, so that's why we saved this for last. Right? So what happens is, okay, I'm getting all sorts of texts, man. People want all sorts of stuff. Yeah, so what happens is, yeah, he got his spot already. He ain't playing. Now, anytime that you have anything that's good for the male sexual organs or good for the prostate, it normally affects the brain anyway by default. So when they say this thing like, oh, don't think with that head, think with this head, it's funny people say that, because the more potent you are down there, the more potent you are up here. It's just, it might have to deal with confidence. Somehow it's affecting you mentally. I say somehow, I could break it down, but I want to go into some other parts. You know what I'm saying? Go in the room real quick, Ma. Yeah.
Male tongue that's tried.
He was talking to my wife. Lord of mercy. Simon. So what happens is, this right here, what it does, it causes the vessels in the... You got all the women looking out the door like, yo, we just aired out the room so the men could talk in private.
So ladies.
Yeah, this is some of the secrets. So what happens... How is that funny? So what happens is, this causes the vessels, the blood vessels to relax. What happens when we eat all the other foods, it causes too much tension and even calcification, right? So it's hard for the blood to travel. So what this does, it causes the body to relax, particularly the vessels that cause the blood to go into route to the penis. It causes it to relax, and when it's more relaxed, it becomes more elastic. When it's more elastic, more blood can rush through. Because what makes it hard to get erect for a lot of men is because the vessels are so calcified that it causes a restricting or constricting. There's a constricting of the vessels, and it causes it to squeeze, so the blood damn near has to be forced. So what those Viagras and everything do, it's forcing activity through calcified or hardened vessels. So you're not fixing the problem. What eventually will happen is the vessels will crack or burst open. You see what I'm saying? And then you just wind up dead. After you use X amount of them shits, then you wind up dead, and now you need 2 pills, or now you need 3 pills. Or now you need them where you used to use 1 and it could last you for 3 days. Then you need them a lot day to day to day. Exactly. So rather than put a band-aid on the situation, then it get worse later on in the future, this causes the vessels to relax.
You got to change your diet as you're taking that also, right?
You could change your diet, but to be honest, if you just use it, even if you are on a strict swine diet, I believe it's going to work because...
So do you mix that as well, or you can take it raw?
It don't taste as bad as chelation. Nothing tastes as bad as chelation. So this is like ice cream for me compared to chelation. But it is a little bitter, but it also is an anti-cancer agent. Anything that's bitter corresponds with killing cancer. Anything that's bitter. Anything that's spicy corresponds with circulation. So those are 2 things most of us stay away from. We stay away from spices and we stay away from bitters. So you need to incorporate some kind of spice. Even if it's not spicy to the point you can feel it, put a little cayenne pepper on your food or in your drinks. Not to the point where it's intolerable, just enough so you know it's in there so you can promote circulation. If it's red, if the herb is red, then we know the herb corresponds with circulation. If the herb is yellow, like yellow dock, right, then you know that the herb promotes intestinal progress, right? Anything that deals with digestion, the herb, or like dandelion, it's going to help you with digestion because it's yellow. You see, so even the color scheme is very pivotal. If it's green, it promotes growth or development. So if something was torn or something is down or on decline, growth. So green corresponds with growth, and yellow corresponds with digestion, and red corresponds with circulation. You see, so these herbs come in different colors. You know, this is some fun stuff.
Health conference gonna be tight.
Yeah, the health conference would be real ill. You feel me? So when you're dealing with this again, this gets rid of advanced glycation in. So this means any sugar that's chilling in the body, just hanging out of there. Rheumatism, any inflammation or swelling, out of there. You feel me? The side effect is a hard cock. And the reason why the side effect is a hard cock is because it causes the vessels to relax, and then the current of blood is able to go through. And then, like I said, because it's bitter, if there's any kind of cancer cells in the prostate, gets it out of there, because anything bitter corresponds with anti-cancer. So you want this right here. This is Thunderstrike. It's the actual name of the herb. So if you get some Thunderstrike, I take this much, like I said, at the beginning of the month, and then I take 2 tablespoons in the morning and 2 tablespoons in the night. And as a polygamous brother, I'm obligated, because I mean, on the real, you can ejaculate to the point you pissing blood or ejaculating blood. Anybody that's been overly, close the door, baby. Anybody that's been overly or overzealous in terms of sex, they would know they got to the point either the shit is just liquidy with no substance, it's not even sticky or nothing, it's just like clear, or you may even start ejaculating blood because you done ran out, the bank ran out, so now you're using something else. Yeah, you pulling from somewhere else. I'm taxing. Look at this nigga taxing. You got him? You found the book, baby? Yeah, you good. So long as he use it, I'm good.
Now you use it every day, right? Just take it every day?
Every day, King. Got to.
The wifey be happy? Are you happy?
These niggas. Yo, you missed a lot of nigga shit, boy. Booyaka. Yo, this nigga Simon pour more after he got a testimony.